Mom runs...
Wake up, Commonwealth. Synths are not your enemy, created by the Institute, but they were created as slaves.
I can't believe I gave you
Thinking,
the
feeling, and dreaming beings, utterly oppressed by their tyrannical masters. So join with us in fighting the real enemy, the Institute. Join the Railroad. When you're ready for that next step, don't worry. We'll find you.
Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
Hi.
Kay can patch you up if you're hurt. Best doc and vet around.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad with all this shit. I don't know. People gotta do something, Dad.
When did you start to care about sense? Hey, you. Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
What's the railroad?
The freedom fighters, willing to risk their lives for synths. And that means they fight the Institute. Only ones that do.
What? You think that's noble or some bullshit? That just makes them idiots. No son of mine is going to throw his life away with those lunatics.
It's always good to help people.
People? There's no people about it. They're goddamn synths.
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save synths?
Might as well go off and join the Deathclaw Preservation Society.
Synths are weapons built by the Institute.
You don't know that.
You see, boy? Now stop this nonsense. We got customers.
Does bashful mode come standard on all synths, or did you have to pay extra for that?
Heh, no. Only on me, and I suppose that's sort of the issue. I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting these, flashes. Memories of places I've never been. Things I've never seen. Memories of Nix. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am, that I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
You think, you feel. You're more than pretending, Nick.
Nice of you to say, but your kind don't usually have to deal with someone else's whole life trapped inside their skulls. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
You've already built a life for yourself, Nick. You've got the agency, a home, friends.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're You're a real good friend. Thanks.
Coming to you from, the Jewel Green,
You know, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while
of the
now.
Commonwealth. It's
I could use a hand if
Diamond
you're willing to
City
take a crack
Radio.
at it.
Ray Smith is right
What
behind
kind of
you,
history
baby.
we talking here?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub shop he used as a headquarters.
There's more to this, isn't there?
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
Nick, you can't be saying what I think you're saying.
Oh, I'm saying it all right. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter. Safe and sound. Ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I've got memories. My memories, I know that. They're Nick's. But the girl, she was real. She was beautiful and innocent, and Winter killed her. Now he's got to pay the price. So, knowing that, are you in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from the Cambridge Police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. My gut tells me the Boston Police evidence terminals are the key to cracking this one. It's probably worth paying a visit to any of the departments you might have stumbled across.
I'm just here between jobs.
Need a place to stay?
I hope you enjoyed that last song. Okay. Here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. Fallon's Basement, providing top-of-the-line fashion to Diamond City for over 10 generations. This is the ink spots. The inks, not the ink spots, but the ink spots. The spots of ink. The songs I don't want to set the world.
Collection or something?
Hey,
Go ahead.
Nick,
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
how about some doo-wop hits instead? Maybe a little smooth jazz?
The only tune I want to hear right now is Eddie Winter recanting a life of villainy.
Still searching for them.
Just let me...
Is someone present? Appears to be nothing. Perhaps my sensors need calibration. Movement.
What's that? There.
Message to Robert Cooper. You did good, Bobby. The wife and girl won't be saying anything. No worries. Hell, once those fat life insurance checks start rolling in, Mrs. Montrano will wish her fat slob of a husband had eaten that bullet 5 years ago. As for what happens next, up to you. Beach, sub shop, car yard, doesn't matter where he ends up, I don't give a shit. I just want him in the ground. So, long as Johnny Sr. never finds out what happened to his little meatball, we're set. Eddie Winter, signing off.
Rocket 69. Well, here's I guess it's an unexpected bit of news. I heard that a group of soldiers, is it knights? Soldiers? Constabulary? What are we calling them now? Soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel were spotted in the Commonwealth. Sounds like they were, well, they were kind of in trouble at the Cambridge police station. They were in pretty bad shape for a while. But the Vault Dweller showed up and gave him a hand.
There now.
Or a gun. Or something. The Vault Dweller helped them, is what I'm trying to say. Guess they'll probably be on their way soon then.
What the? Peekaboo! Oh, hell no!
Not that it's an option.
Find you.
I'm in.
Powering up.
Protectron on duty. Hostile target detected.
Sweet.
Disappearing act, huh?
Who's there?
You still alive? Christ!
Law and order has been restored. Protect and serve.
Hey.
Now, See what I can do.
Detective Valentine. Nick. Listen, I'm sorry. You've got every right to be upset. But you need to believe me when I tell you I had no idea. Operation Winter's End was my baby. I believed in it. I still believe in it. They kept us all in the dark, me included. I got briefed this afternoon. They laid it all out. The whole thing. Winter's deal with the DA, his agreement to bring down the other families, his idea to record the holotapes and incriminate all known associates, and them needing a legitimate op and a real task force to make it all look like Winter was the focus. It was the plan all along, Nick. There's nothing we can do. Winter was a stoolie for the feds. He reported directly to the BADTFL, all on the books. For his cooperation, Winter will be granted total immunity. It's over. Effective immediately, Operation Winter's End is to cease all investigations and operations. The task force is hereby disbanded. We played our part, pal. Not the part we thought, but hey, it happens. Now we're just another box in the file room. Nick, listen to me. Everything that's happened with Winter, with Jenny, it's more than any one man should have to handle. You need help. Boston PD has been working with the eggheads at CIT. Some new program they have to deal with trauma. Scanning brainwaves or some such. I'll get you the info. You're going. That's an order.
Next up is, it's Billie Holiday. Huh.
That's it.
There we are.
Message to Alexander Strelnikov. My esteemed Mr. Strelnikov, I know someone of your profession values discretion above all else. But I have to honestly say, screw that. I mean, come on. One bullet, halfway across town, and you blew Ron Treviot's head clean off. You, sir, are an artist. Are all the assassins from Russia as good as you? I seriously doubt it. But listen, your secret's safe with me. Eddie Winter, signing off.
That's it. Nice. There we go. Nice.
So, this is what 2 centuries without a good dusting looks like.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Oh, that Butcher Pete. Just doing butcher sorts of things, I guess. If anyone's family has recently been butchered, I am sorry for what I just said. Okay, that was Roy Brown. So, some recent activity in, here, in Diamond City that you might want to know about. I've heard, it seems that, Nick Valentine is looking into some, former residents of Diamond City. There was a house it was in, the West Stands, and there was a guy and a kid living there. And they didn't really bother anyone, but, well, I guess maybe there was something funny about the whole thing. And I mean weird funny, not haha funny. I saw the guy, and he looked, sort of scary. But, well, I don't really know much more than that. But, I guess if you see that guy, or that kid that was living with him, you should tell Nick. Or the guards. Or maybe both. Would you like some Danny Kaye? I sure thought so.
Everything outside the wall ain't safe. That's just how it is.
Nothing there now. What do you think? I don't know. Jump in the shit.
What the?
I hope you were in there.
Kidding me?
One you walk. It doesn't have to be the day you die. not to sever anything you might miss.
Got it.
Speak to the devil. Out.
Message to Rodrigo Palomar. Okay, my friend. I thought about it, and I've reached a decision on the Fallon's job. Your cut is exactly what you deserve. $0. Zilch. You heard me right. You get nothing. Yes, you cracked the safe. And yes,
Heads up.
we got the diamonds.
Something you need?
But you also tripped the alarm.
Here's what
Maggie
I've
got
got.
pinched, and that's entirely your fault.
Heads up.
I'm all ears.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
That song was, Hold On. It was by Three Sons, and, oh, never mind. This is Diamond City Radio, and I'm, it's me, Travis. Anyway, this here, hold please. Okay, it's Cole Porter, I guess. That's fun.
Look alive.
Do something for you? Here's what I've got.
Look alive.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
What was it we were looking for again?
10 tapes recorded by that hooligan Eddie Winter. Coast looks clear.
There's this article in the newspaper, Public Appearances. Boy, I mean, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's. And you know, of course, it's there. I mean, I was I have to read. I have a statement from the office. Here, there's nothing to worry about. It's crazy stuff. Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. This next song, it's 60 Minute Man, and whoa boy, I just
That's one way to get the coolant pumping.
shift for all the killers in the Commonwealth. Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
Nice. Ugh.